Well, some people wonder, what if things worked out with their first love?
Yeah, some never forget their first love. KETV News Watch 7's Pete Cudahy shares the story of a couple you won't want to miss.
These two high school sweethearts were ready to spend the rest of their lives together.
We did everything together after our junior year.
Mike and Judy hit it off at their school's snowball dance, and from there they began dating.
We went to the prom together, of course, and everything, all the dances and all the activities at school. That was probably the best years.
Everything seemed perfect. The couple got engaged after they graduated from Holy Name High School back in 1959, and from spending time with the two, you'd think that they spent the last 6 decades together. But that's not the case.
We kind of drifted apart, basically. We don't know.
We don't even know why.
It would take separate marriages, over 60 years, and nearly being 1,000 miles apart from one another for them to finally tie the knot. It's the story of how a single phone call from a mutual friend would reconnect the two.
We just feel like it was meant to be, and it was God's plan all along.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that later. To understand the full story, let's rewind to 1959, the summer after the couple graduated. That's when Mike joined the Air Force.
And I went in and went basic training. When I came back, we got engaged. Then when I came back, I had orders to go to Japan for 2 years.
The two were in love, but long distance began to weigh on their relationship.
I wrote a letter every day
And I tried
for the year, probably the first year and a half, and then I said, oh, I'm so tired of this.
So when Mike came back home from Japan, they decided to call off the engagement.
We weren't ready to get married yet now, and so we kind of went our separate ways.
And like that, the fairy tale was over.
When I walked away that day, I said, well, I said a prayer, and I said, maybe someday we'll get back together.
Mike and Judy went off on their own and fell in love with other people.
I got married in February of 1962, and Judy got married in January of 63 to her husband. So we were married over 60 years.
Judy started a family with her husband Joe here in Nebraska. Mike did the same. He met his wife Diane, but they moved down to Texas.
Anyway, that's kind of the story of our lives.
Or so they thought. After 60 years of being happily married, both of their spouses passed away.
2023, March 1st is when he died.
And my wife passed away in October 2022.
Life without their spouses wasn't easy.
I was really lonely, and I didn't like being alone anyway, especially at night.
But then the unimaginable happened. On a random Thursday night, Mike was on the phone with an old friend from high school, Bob Gurman.
He said, just a minute, I got another call coming in.
That call on the other line was Judy asking Bob for information about their class reunion.
I just called him right away.
When Bob realized he had the old high school sweethearts on the phone, he did what any good friend would do.
I said, I told her that you were going to call her.
And Mike did.
As soon as I heard her voice, it's just a feeling came over me. I said, maybe something will come of this,
And that's how I felt, too.
After months of calling and FaceTiming daily, Mike flew in from Texas to see Judy in person, reuniting the two.
It turned out that we started calling each other every night, never missed.
This time, they would get married. Over 60 years after Mike first proposed, surrounded by old high school friends like Bob, the man responsible for getting them back together.
And the people in the wedding were classmates, and it was fun.
I've never been so happy in my life.
Now the two get to enjoy their golden years with each other here in Omaha, ready to spend the rest of their lives together.
We felt in a way that 60 years didn't seem like that long that we were apart.
Reporting from Omaha, I'm Pete Cudahy, KETV Newswatch 7.